The name's Fox. Fox McCloud. I'm the leader of Star Fox, an elite fighter squadron established by ex-Cornerian flying ace James McCloud, my father. 5 years ago, my father was hired by General Pepper of the Cornerian Army to investigate strange activities on planet Venom. He never returned. Despite being a backwater little rock in space, Venom had become the base of operations for Andros, a crazed and banished scientist. 3 pilots flew out on that mission. My father, James, his best friend and wingman Peppy Hare, and Pigma Dengar, an honorless slimeball who volunteered for the assignment. Turns out Pigma was working for Andros the whole time. No one saw it coming. Pigma betrayed Peppy and my father and led them straight into a trap. In the chaos that followed, my father sacrificed himself to create a diversion so Peppy could escape. Barely making it home with his life, Peppy knew it fell upon him to report the courageous last moments of James McCloud. At the same time, he delivered the news that Andros had amassed a terrifyingly huge army and intended to conquer the entire Lilat system. And so began the Lilat Wars. Five years have passed. The battle between the Cornerian Army and Andros' forces is spreading to every planet in the Lilat system. To carry on my father's legacy, I brought Star Fox out of retirement. I've got the latest technology, and I'm filling the team with pilots I know I can trust. Slippy Toad, a close friend and a gifted mechanic. Falco Lombardi, a hotshot flyboy who's got your back when the going gets tough. Peppy Hare, my father's old wingman, a seasoned pro and the glue that holds the team together. That brings us to today. While en route to planet Corneria, we received an urgent message from General Pepper. Apparently, Andros' army appeared out of nowhere and launched a full-scale attack on our once peaceful capital. Now's our chance to honor my father's legacy and restore the Star Fox name. You hear that, Andros? We're coming for you!
We're going to need audio for the R-Wing training.
No, we don't. Because I don't.
Hey, Fox, check the Wii U Gamepad volume.
Because that's a thing. As I've already explained in the reveal video. Again.
Let's go over some R-Wing.
Alright, so you already know what game I'm playing. But I'm going to save the proper introductions for later. So right as you boot up the game, you know, you're going to get, you know, your training montage. You're going to get your little training. So, right off the bat, you can basically see what people really think about this game with the only use of one word. Or two. Motion controls. Oh boy, that's everyone's favorite thing that people are totally behind because that's what they do. Alright, in all seriousness though, like, right off the bat, again, much like I said before, even though I am a fan of this game, as I've said in the reveal, I totally get it. I totally get it that people aren't really behind the fact that motion controls exist in this game at all. I totally get that. But as for me, I still like it. I still like it. It's cool. It's fine. Well, mainly because I can handle it. Because I can. Alright. So anyway, this is just basically what happens whenever you first boot the game up. Well, not really when you first boot it up. Well, not every time you boot it up. This is only when you're using a brand new save file. And by the way, the save file is one save file per account, by the way. So, there you go. And also, another thing is that right up here, you're seeing the TV view, while on the Wii U Gamepad, which you can switch at any time using the minus button, it's the cockpit view. You're going to be using both in this game, believe you me. You are. But on the whole, this game is just basically, you know, this. You know, just flying around shooting at things, just like the good old days. Just like the good old days, you know? Alright, so right here we're just basically being taught how to somersault. Which, you know, why would you ever flick the control sticks when all you really need is just to push the button? I mean, why would that be a thing? I mean, why? And of course, with your little ship thing that the game likes to call an R-Wing, you can use a charge shot. And the pretty neat thing about this is, whenever you've been upgraded to full blasters, you can actually target multiple targets with the charge shot. So that's pretty neat. That's kind of helpful. Alright, so once again, recalibration is all you really need. Well, not really once again, because this is the first time explaining it. Basically, in the main of Skyward Sword or Splatoon or whatever, you can recalibrate your, you know, reticle by pressing the Y button or pushing the left stick down. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple, and it helps a lot. It really does help a lot.
Let's move on to all range mode.
Alright, here's where things get a little bit, you know, more interesting. So, throughout the game, well, almost throughout the game, you'll sometimes go into this little mode called all range mode, which you can basically explore around the environment and shoot at things in the environment, like so. So if you basically know, like, all about, you know, Star Fox 64, this will basically be right up your alley. Either that or the 3DS version. Either one works. Either one will work for you. But in this little training section, we're just basically flying through rings. We just got to see what this thing is all about. You know, what the whole game is basically going to be. Since, again, this is basically what training mode is in basically any given Star Fox game. And right here, we're explaining target view. So, you press and hold the ZL button to use target view. At points in the game, you'll be able to see what you're aiming at. Or you'll be in this sort of mode right here. Target view mode. And that basically means you have to rely on the cockpit view in order to even, you know, go do things. So, yeah. That's a thing. But right now, we're just basically targeting our teammates right here. Hello, Peps. Hey, Peps. How you doing? How's it going, man? How you doing? Hey, you got rings for us? You know, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Standard stuff. I mean, you can totally skip this if you want. You can totally skip this. I mean, that's why I put the timestamp there for a reason. So, yeah, this is just basically just to explain how the game mechanics work, how everything always works. And, I believe for this last part, we're just targeting our teammates with the target view, and they'll give us rings for doing such a well-earned job. Because as we all know, Falco is the best friend you could ever have, period. Hey, Slips.
Fox, look at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm definitely looking at you. And bada bing. There we go. We did good. We did fabulous. We did wonderful. As part of our training.
How's it going, Fox?
Come on, guys! I want to get down to Corneria!
Let's get going.
Alright, now that all that training stuff is over with, now proper introductions can get underway. Hello there, everybody. This is Siwat the Plant One here, and yep, welcome to Let's Play Star Fox Zero for the Wii U, that system that nobody has anymore. Okay, so, understandably, as I've said in the reveal, not a lot of people like this game. And very understandably so, but as for me, yeah, I like this game. I like it. It's fine. It's cool. And, you know, I definitely practice this. Some things are worse than I remember, but overall, I still really like this game a lot. I mean, it's basically Star Fox 64 in HD and with motion controls, so yeah, it's pretty good. I'm probably the only guy on the internet who says that, aside from the completionist. But, yeah, so why don't we just get down to busyness? Let's start up the main campaign.
Entering Corneria's orbit.
It's been too long.
Uh-oh, looks like trouble down there.
Urgent message from General Pepper.
Star Fox, do you read me? We're under attack from Andross's army. We need your help immediately.
Guess we'll have to save the sightseeing for another time. Check your G diffuser system. Falco here. I'm fine.
Slippy here. I'm okay.
This is Peppy. All systems go. Let's get going.
Keep your reticle calibrated, Fox. All right, boys. Let's rock and roll. Open the wings.
Alright, Phase 1, head into Corneria City. Okay, so basically, just like I said, this is basically Star Fox 64, but in HD. Yeah, even the main premise sounds very, very familiar. Like, you know, they go over the whole James McCloud thing, and how he originally went to Venom to stop, you know, Andross. Then Pigma betrayed him, and then Peppy was the only one who survived that. So, yeah. Basically, this is Star Fox 64, but in HD, and with motion controls. Which, by the way, I am going to switch the motion controls to on while using ZR, because that's basically the only thing to actually be related to motion controls actually turning off. Yeah, I'm not going to mince words here when I say this, but again, not many people like this game because of the fact that you're basically forced to use motion controls all the time, when basically the settings are on when using a button or always on, which just basically means they're always on. So, yeah, that's very, very understandable as to why, you know, many people don't really like this game a whole bunch. But did you ever see me during the PAX East 2016 vlogs? I was really excited to play Star Fox Zero, man. Like, I didn't care if this was like, if this was going to be like a motion controlled, like, WoW or whatever. This is basically another Star Fox game, one we've been waiting for a very, very long time. And even though this is essentially Star Fox 64 for like the second time in a row, I mean, basically the last game in the series was basically a remake anyway, I still like it. I mean, I still like it. Again, it has its faults, but I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, and by the way, even though this is basically going to cover nearly everything that Star Fox Zero has to offer, I am not going to go for 100%. No way, no how. I'm just like going to be all like, oh, hey, there's this thing that you can do and this thing that you can do. There's absolutely no way I'm doing like 100% and 100% one. No all metal run, no nothing like that, nothing. Just nothing. Besides that, basically what the game doesn't really tell you, or what the training doesn't tell you, is the fact that in order to barrel roll, you can just, you flick the right stick twice in the same direction to barrel roll. Which is, it's a little awkward, but manageable. And just like Star Fox 64, you can shoot your teammates, but I don't think you can, you know, recover their health. So, yeah.
Is everyone all right?
Whoa, the tower's in bad shape.
Star Fox. I'm glad you made it. I'm holed up on the top floor. You must help.
Switching to all-range mode.
Alright, phase 2, protect General Pepper. So, basically what we need to do here is just to whittle down these guys bit by bit. Pretty simple, pretty standard, pretty, you know, useful. Oh yeah, and basically because, you know, we've went over that thing in the training, you can actually upgrade your blasters to twin to blue twin, which the blue twin is basically the strongest of them all. And again, the unique thing about that this time around is the fact that once you upgraded your blasters to as high as they can go, you'll be able to target multiple ones all at once with the target shot. Or with the charge shot, whatever. The target shot, wow. But if you do take some damage, then the blue twin blasters will go away, which, yeah, it sucks, but hey, what can you do?
The containers are opening.
We're in deep trouble if they reach the tower.
Alright, next up on the list, take out those drones. Oh, and also, by the way, bombs. You can press R to shoot bombs. And, well, just like with Star Fox 64, if you lock on someone with the charge shot and you press R, the bomb will lock on to, you know, the enemy. So, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Either way, the game stresses the fact that you want to use your motion controls to also use target view, I guess. But I don't need that. I played this game enough times to figure out how to do things, you know? I'm not a big baby. I'm not a baby. I can do this. I'm 25 years old. That basically means I'm a kid. That basically means I'm good for something.
Go, Fox! I think we got them all.
Star Fox, we are once more in your debt.
Hey, something's coming from above.
I'll squash you like the insects you are.
Target mode engaged. Let's take down that enemy ship.
Alright, first boss fight. This is pretty simple. Oh, and also, your teammates are actually good for something. So, Slippy, the green one, basically, will analyze bosses. Or just basically give the bosses health bars. Peppy will give out advice, and Falco, he likes to be a dick. Anyway, these gold rings right here, they will actually add to your life counter. Yeah, you actually have maxed out health. Unlike with Star Fox 64, you actually have maxed out health. And basically, for every 3 gold rings, you gain an extra life. So, that's pretty different. But really, this boss fight is pathetically easy anyway, so it's not like I needed them anyway.
Curse to you, Star Fox! I'll get you next time!
We're heading out. All aircraft report. I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
You did it! That was a close one.
You're becoming more like your father.
Oh, I was so close to gold! Jesus! Oh, God. And with that, we have done Corneria. And this is the world map right here. Or at least the universe map. I don't know. Lilac map. Whatever. again, much like Star Fox 64, you have a map where you get to select, you know, your levels. And you just basically go around, you know, taking out the threats. However, this time around, it's actually a little bit different. In Star Fox Zero, you're actually set on one path rather than, you know, going for, you know, a path that you make all by yourself. So basically, you have a set amount of missions before you get to, you know, the ending planet, which is Venom. And yeah, in order to see all of the game, you do need to beat the final boss in order to see, you know, all the extra content that this game has to offer. So, yeah. Oh, and also one more thing before we end things off. This Let's Play is basically going to be one level per video. Yeah, one level per video. So, basically this first part was just all the tutorial stuff, and then Corneria. And then next video is going to be Sector Alpha here. So, yeah. Don't worry, we won't be on this set path for too long. Once we get to near the end of the game, we're going to switch things up to see the rest of the game. Because that's how we're handling things. We're going to go all the way up to a certain point in the main story. Then we're going to see all the extra stuff before we move on to the end game. So that's how this is going to work. And that's how it shall be. Because, I don't know, I like this game. And so with that, in part 2, we are going to be tackling Sector Alpha. So, I will see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.